So did you pop us off?
Yeah, I'm going live now though.
Okay.
Get that
Yeah.
on.
Oh man, woo, that's better.
Going
Okay.
live now though. All right, guys, we are back live. Sorry about that. Join us. We'd still love your participation. We are definitely in Mercury retrograde. My gosh. So welcome back. We are here with Becky. She's going to take it away right now and go for it, Becky.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to try to share my screen again, and let's hope this one works without any trouble. Okay. Okay, so right now, and I don't necessarily want to focus on this too much. As you can see, I won't. The idea that darkness is being revealed and systems are being destroyed. And there's something like as a people a part of this program and these summits have really been keeping the focus on the love and the goodness and the wonder and what we can do. And it's been so proactive. And it's like where our vibration needs to be. But I want to talk a second about the idea of the darkness being revealed and how important that is. Like we need to know where we've been. We need to know who we are. And when all that Me Too stuff came up, it was rough and it was like in our face and everybody was talking about it and everybody was sharing their story. And I believe a lot of healing occurred because of that. And so Jerry from Rhythmia talks often about when it's coming, it's going. Because when we see it, we can heal from it. When we see it, we can talk about it. When we see it, we know about it. I mean, otherwise it's just packed inside somewhere. Or, it's in the community and it doesn't, we don't even know about it. Like prejudice. It's so important we talk about this crazy stuff that's going on because we need to not have it be the way it is. So it's really important, this darkness piece. And like the systems are destroyed only when this is coming up. So, okay, I wanted to say, this is so good. I was listening to Anna Downing's presentation earlier, and she was talking about the cycles of nature, about creation, create, sustain, destroy. And we were talking about like the destruction and how important it is in the process of our life. But then what follows destruction? It's the healing, the learning, the pausing, and the planning that happen. It's like the winter of our lives and the winter of our seasons. What happens then? It seems like nothing, but a great deal happens at that time. So right now, I think we're actually in the destruction mode. Right now, we're still in destruction. And things are being revealed every day. Something new is coming up. But what happens then after is the healing and the learning and the pausing and the planning. And that's what I am wanting to start today. I want to start the conversation about that. It's time right now to define our future. So we're like a fibrillating heart, which is like something it's just quivering and not properly beating. And so that's kind of what it is. Like we don't know what to do next. We need to actually do something and get our heart to beat. And rather than just like, oh my God, what are we doing? What do we do? What do we do? It's terrible. We need to do something other than that. So we need to take a stand and give some direction to the universe on where we want to go from here. So it's like the GPS coordinates of the life of this planet. So that's what we're going to do today is figure this out. So I think it's in like John, one of the books in the Bible, John 1:11, I don't know, something like that. It says, in the beginning was the Word. So we need to give word to our future so that it can come about according to our vision. And so again, that's what we're doing. We make things happen every day for ourselves, whether or not we know it. Through our actions, our thoughts, our spending, and our focus, all those things determine our future. All of them, even if we don't pay any attention to that, it's happening anyways. And this is such an important piece. It's better to have thoughts, action, spending, focus, heart-based, where we're moving toward our future with intention and direction. We are actually master creators. We do it every day. We don't even know we do this. We create our future every single day. It's so important for people to know how we can do this and how we can do this in a way that is really 1111D is essentially what we're going to be talking about too, which is something I'll get to in a sec. Okay, we're going to be creating a vision board for our planet. Now, you can do this for yourself in the same sort of format, and I call this kind of strategic life planning. So you'll see what I do and what we'll do together, and then you can do this for yourself. And it is such a powerful action. Like, you can only do something right now to change your future. And so when we create a vision board for our life or for the planet, it's something we can do right now that has an impact on the future, because we can't really do anything out there. We can only do something right here, right now. Okay, so I do this process using the concepts of Feng Shui. So Feng Shui is an ancient art of placement and energy movement through a space. I got it from, I have like a whole library of Feng Shui because it was my like topic of choice for years. So this is actually a book that it is called The Western Guide to Feng Shui by Tara Catherine Collins. I think it's kind of old too, but in it, it talks about and presents something called the Bagua. And the Bagua, is on the next slide. Okay, it's a map that we use to arrange our house and spaces, locating the areas that correspond to various treasures, like abundance, love, health, giving every part of the building significance and meaning. The good fortune of the inhabitants is significantly strengthened when the space has been properly mapped out and enhanced. So in this process, we combine the wisdom of Feng Shui with the law of attraction, setting intentions for our lives, making sure to include all areas or treasures. Okay, so here's the Bagua map. So what you do normally is you take this and you place this on your house or dwelling space, garden, yard, whatever, and you put the entrance to that space down on the bottom space, like along the skills and knowledge, career and travel and helpful people section. And so so you can kind of tell where in your space is you need to activate to enhance, fix, correct, stimulate each of these areas. So like if you needed to, if your goal is to find a perfect partner, you would activate the love and relationship section by, doing any number of things. So I've been doing this and teaching people how to do this in a more powerful way than just putting up a collage as a vision board. That's great too, but this is a little bit more directive and a little bit more directive. So we decided we wanted to do this for our planet. Okay, so in my book, Life Transformed, 6 Steps to a Future Beyond Your Imagination, I talk about 6 steps to this vision boarding and strategic life planning. So you know yourself, you take a deep dive into your strengths, a deep dive into your weaknesses, you spend some time actively healing yourself, which what I want to point out is that the strengths and weaknesses, we are clearly seeing those in our country. With all that's going on, we're seeing these things front and center, where our strengths are, where our weaknesses. I mean, it's all out there. We are about to go into more of a healing process, or we already are. I have healed. The Me Too movement thing just really changed my life because I actually had admitted some things that had happened to me, and it helped me really, heal from that. I've been doing a lot of this work, as we all are on this summit. It's all about healing. So that has to happen too. But then you have the goal, or the suggestion is to define the must-haves. What do we really want to see? What do we want to see our future become? What do we really need from it? What are we looking for from it? The 5th step is to create an intention statement for each of those things, each of those 9 aspects. And then the last step is to take action. So in my book, it kind of walks you through the whole process of this, and you get to write in it and everything. So it's kind of like a workbook that really helps you do this as a strategic plan for your life. So in the end, you have created a list of action steps you're going to take in order to reach these intention statements or whatever, according to who you are and how you've healed. So it's really a cool process. So when Lisa talked about 11 and 11D the other day, she was referring to the field of all possibilities. So, like the dimensions for, uh, what length, width, height, time. We get like when we're talking all those dimensions, we get to the point where it's we were talking about 11, 11D. And that really is the thing beyond our imagination, the space where no limitations are. There is no time, there is no space, there is no limitation to what it is we can make happen in our world. And working in this, doing this process of visioning for our planet is working in that 11-11 space. When we do this work, we keep our mind open to the biggest thing we can imagine, and then we hold in our heart and ask for something better than that, because we have an unlimited imagination, and we don't want our future based on our limited imagination. Not to mention, we don't know how to get there oftentimes or how to make it happen. Our job is to just set the intention. So for me to say to whoever was speaking to me, I assume it was my higher self, I don't know what to do. How can I make this happen? They were like, you know just what to do. You know what you want. You don't have to know how to get there. You need to put it out there what you want. That's the important thing. So that's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to work together to create this 9 square matrix covering all the treasured areas. So you'll kind of notice they're a little bit weird, except that they cover everything and they can be anything we want them to be. So just trust that the ancient Chinese method or whatever, I think the Feng Shui thing comes from the Chinese, and they specifically crafted these 9 specific areas to lump things into. And I want you to contribute your vision for the planet in the comment box so we can add them in the must-haves. Okay, so I'm going to unshare my screen, and then I'm going to reshare because I'm going to take you to, okay, maybe hold on a second. Okay, to end and get on my other, here we go. Okay, we're going to do this through Canva. If you've never worked for Canva or worked with this, it's so awesome. Okay, so what I've done is I've started each one of these things. So we are going to go into each one of these things, and then we as a group are going to contribute and create our must-haves for these aspects. So we're going to start with travel and helpful people.
I hate to interrupt, but it's not showing.
Oh my gosh, it's not. Of course it's not. Hold on. Thank you for interrupting.
Eve commented and said it's just our energy together. We have so much energy that we're blowing up electronics.
Oh my God, I love that, Eve. Yes, we are.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to be in here and I'm going to type whatever anybody says. So that I just to start, I said, so travel and helpful people. This is one of the weirdest combinations, but I just trust that they know. So we'll go with it. So I felt like sustainable and safe travel was good. Eco-friendly way to fly was important. What are some other things you guys can think of?
Okay, I'm unmuting myself here.
Okay.
Okay. So we have, my future has loving acceptance by every human.
Okay, and okay, loving acceptance by every. Oh, isn't it painful to watch somebody else type? Oh my God. Ah.
Okay.
Okay, I love this. Okay, loving acceptance by every human. Excellent.
Love that.
Oh, I love that too. Helpful people. How can we help? Like, what would be the biggest vision of help?
You know what? I don't know how you type this up, but I feel like supporting each other's mission.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's really what we're all about here on Buddhist Biohacker. And I think, for all of us to support each other's mission, are we showing up for each other?
Oh, Showing up for one another.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
How about
Yeah. Being like we're on the same team. Like we are on the same team. I get so upset when I feel like people are competing with me because I'm like, no, no, no. We've all got to be awesome. We've got to be awesome. You help me, I'll help you because we are.
yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything else?
Um, we'll see if anybody else comments on here. I think easeful travel is one. Like, what's travel going to look like? You know, wanting it to be easeful. I don't want to, you know, have my temperature taken and all that. So I want to be able to fly and, you know, have it be easeful.
Yeah, that's good. Well, and I feel like this is so beyond my imagination to figure this out. How can we travel without it being destructive to the universe? How can we do that? Because it seems like we have, there's jet engine fuel and all that stuff is so destructive. And I
Yeah.
think, how can it be that how can we do it so that it's not? There's
Yes.
got to be a way. So that's why I put that eco-friendly way to fly. There's got to be a way because I know that my job here is to see the world and to touch the water all over the world. For some reason, I'm just called to do that. Touching and healing everywhere I go. And so I can't not travel. Like it's what sustains me. But every time I do it, I'm like, oh geez, this is not the best thing because it's not very eco-friendly to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, this is great. So if we have any other contributions, we can add those in. All right. So we're gonna save that. We're gonna go to the next one. I know this might be a little bit tedious, but I don't care. It needs to happen.
No, I think this is good, and I think it explains what we're doing with our vision for our planet hashtag. You know.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, and you just mentioned. Well, let's talk about that for a second. In the end, we will talk about the vision for our planet. Hashtag vision for our planet is something we decided to put together so that we could constantly be adding in ideas of things we want our planet to look like. So this matrix is going to show up as, if I can make it happen, show up as a Feng Shui bagua right on, an Instagram page is 3 by 3, and it can, as long as it wants. So in Instagram, we'll have this whole bagua in there. And then we want people to contribute to it constantly. Hashtag that if you come up with anything. Think about how you want our world to be. Okay, so here's career and life path. People doing what they love, loving what they do, a living wage for all. What are some more things about career and life path?
Oh, we have some other comments coming up because there's a little delay on YouTube for everybody who's watching. So we have no requirements to be allowed to travel and freedom to travel. So we'll just have to remember that.
Oh, I'll write that one down. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my goodness. You know what's so important about that is I worry that we're going to all have to have, that we're going to have some kind of proof that we've had COVID or have had the vaccination or something. I'm sure that's what she's probably talking about.
Yes, I'm sure too.
Yeah, because I imagine.
Career and life path. I think under that is that we're our work. How do you say this? Our work is our authentic self, or our work is our spiritual mission. Like we're not doing linear work. We're working to do what we came here to do.
Okay, we are doing what? Oh, I love that. What we came here to do. I love that. I love the idea of getting paid for it too, because I visualize all these artists that have to do that as a second, just as a hobby because they don't make enough money at it.
Yep. Oh, this is a good one. Thank you guys for your participation. Thank you, Eve. She says, every member in the community holds value for what they contribute.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Every member in the community holds value for what they contribute. Okay. That is so good. Oh my gosh, Eve, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. I
So
love it.
I love it too.
Okay, should we move to the next?
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
This is fun. I think we're gonna have to do more than one of these to go through this with more people.
Oh my gosh, I think so too. And I was thinking also the next one we could actually do maybe intention statements where we put out statements of gratitude rather than just must.
Yes. Oh my
That
gosh.
that'd be a great one too, because that's a little bit harder. Okay, skills and knowledge. I put the ability to create sustainable restorative systems that clean up the planet. We know how to do this and have the resources to make these changes. Hello, that's perfect. What else?
Oh my gosh. I love that.
That's what we need so bad. Because you know what? My vision, I have had vision after vision of people like somehow I'm like, this is weird. Somehow I'm giving out solutions. I'm bringing forth through my body solutions and ideas, and I don't know what they are. They're supposed to go to whomever is going to be able to make them happen. So I believe that things, if they're going to be in the three-dimensional world, have to come through the three-dimensional world. So me as a channel, I believe rather than channeling messages, I'm actually bringing forth these like ideas and solutions, and trust me, it's not that I know them, it's just I'm bringing them forward for somebody else to be able to do this work.
Yes.
So I know that we have this. I know that the children being born today are extraordinary beings who can make this stuff happen for us. So I have so much hope for our future. I know this stuff can happen. Oh, I'm just getting chills all over because I just know it.
Yes, I love it. I think there's something to be said about Julie's presentation yesterday. I mean, that presentation was awesome. And it was so important because it was about awakening to your gifts. And she made a comment, and I'll have to go back and look at the exact quote, but she was talking about how, here at Buddhist Biohacker, we're taking a stand against violence. And she was saying one of the acts of violence that we can do on ourselves is by not being, sharing our gifts and talents and being awake to those. And so I think, yes, people awaken to their gifts. Yes.
Gifts and talents.
And that they're sharing them.
Oh my gosh. And that they are sharing them.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. I love that.
Yes.
Okay. Love it.
Let me see if anybody has any more comments.
Okay.
Self-healing.
Self-healing. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. Okay.
Really good one.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here, along that same line, the idea of somehow people tapping into their inner voice is a must be. That's what we need to put here too. Something about tapping into.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. All right.
Good. That's a good one.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay. This is this Canva is like just the best. I just love this program.
Yes.
Okay, wealth and abundance. Okay. I have in here, all sentient beings have what they need to thrive.
How about we do business with each other instead of through these three parties? I mean, I think,
Rather than what?
We do business with each other, like barter and trade versus through these linear systems, like we have everything we need from each other.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yes. Is there, what would that be called? There's gotta be some like,
I don't know, community trade, like business with our community or community trade. I don't know what we call that. We got to come up with a name since we're innovating the new reality.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes. Would it be kind of collaborative economy?
Yeah, I like that.
That'd be better.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Oh gosh, okay. What else? Abundance. Oh my gosh. We are so abundant. Maybe it's the realization of abundance, or it would.
Ooh, yes, yes.
Okay. Anybody else? This is a good one. It's so important. Oh my God. And it's all around us.
Yep, we'll see.
Hey, now here's
it-
something that's, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't see anything posted yet.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
here's one thing that I think is really important. I read something the other day when I was working on my sustainability program, which is going to be on Saturday. The idea that that we can't expect everyone to want what we want because our world couldn't manage that. Like we cannot have a system where everybody has an iPhone and everybody has a car. That just would not work. So we have to just sort of, I don't know, figure out a way for it to be okay to have less. I mean, like people have less all over the world. So for us to go and try to make them into who we are, according to our level of abundance, or our level of wealth and abundance, just is it's really unsustainable.
Yep, agreed. We have a comment here. Exchange of gifts and talents, not money.
Oh my gosh.
So good. Oh, Eve, so good.
It's not money. Oh, I love that so much.
Me too. So, so good.
Exchange. Okay, I must have done some exchange of gifts and talents, not money. Ooh. Okay. Should we move on to the next one?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay. All right. This is good. This is good. Okay. Okay, fame and reputation. Okay, here's another one I thought was weird. I mean, like it's easy to put that it's easy to define that for a person because you might want to say, "Oh, how do you want somebody to think of you?" So what I thought of is how about if we think if we're this planet and how do other planets look at us? How do they think of us? So I wrote, "We are a planet of love and abundance. We help our people grow and prosper. We care for all beings." Like imagine if that's what we were known for.
I love that being known. I love that fame and reputation for the planet. That's super awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
How about your fame comes from your heart-centered work and
oh
not
yeah,
from what you pay for?
oh my gosh, not what you pay for. Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
Fame comes from heart-centered work, not what you pay. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Me too, because I think we all work so hard. Like all of us work so hard. It just doesn't look the way that the linear reality wanted it to look, you know? And I think here it is for us to work hard and be paid for it. And that payment may not come from money. It may come from all the great gifts that are given to us because of the work that we're doing. You know, that's the shift in the mindset, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree with that.
Mhm.
Woo, that one's a good one. Okay, next one. Oh my gosh. So you guys, this is the funnest process to do for yourself too. I mean, it's just all so good to come to like think about this stuff. And and then it's beautiful when you do it in Canva. And usually I recommend people use pictures that inspire them. So, this one's love and relationships. It might be a picture of um, a, a, like two people in partnership showing love toward each other. You wouldn't really want to put a picture of just one person, like this is my ideal guy or this is my ideal girl, because that shows one person. And according to Feng Shui, if you're going to show relationship, you need to have a relationship of two people really showing love to each other. But this time, I have these all color coded according to um, what color, what you'd use to stimulate that area. So, like if you're doing personally, if you're going to stimulate the area of love and relationship in your house, you'd put pink things in it. If you would simulate the energy of health, wealth, and abundance, you'd put purple things in it, like amethyst or a purple based picture or something like that. So that's why the colors are very specific and the pictures need to be very specific, but I felt like this would be better. I knew it was going to be very word heavy, so I figured we'd just have words and colors. Okay, love and relationships. So I put love is the ruling energy on this planet. All people are loved by someone. Relationships are supportive and expansive.
I love that. See, throw out those questions. Ooh, I love this. Eve, I'm just loving what you're posting, man. Thank you for participating.
I
So she
know.
says, we accept all beings throughout the universe and all dimensions.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Throughout, I love that. And in all dimensions.
I love that because then we're, it's that freedom to have relationships outside of that linear reality.
Totally. In fact, that is so 1111D in my opinion too, way beyond our imagination. We know they're out there, and it will be, I think, welcome, like the idea of welcoming contact and welcoming them. I mean, we already have contact.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
more accepting all beings throughout the universe and all dimensions. It's just perfectly worded. I love that so much, Eve. Thank you.
That's so good. I think being in relationship with yourself,
Yes. Is there a way we can say that even more powerfully? Being in a loving relationship with yourself, maybe.
Yeah, in a loving relationship with yourself. Yeah.
Oh yes, so important. Of course, essential. More, the very first step to love anything is needing to love yourself. Oh my gosh. It kind of reminds me of this idea that, this weird stuff's happening. Like there's so much. I try not to watch the news, but I'm aware that there's so much turbulence happening. And I keep thinking, who are these people? Because I know just loving people.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know where these people are coming from, because all the people I know are the demonstrators and the loving people. Not demonstrators, I guess so. Yeah, they're demonstrating it like peaceful demonstrations. They're out speaking. They're trying to make things happen in a beautiful way. So I don't know. Maybe we're just lucky if we only know people that are expansive and supportive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody else?
I don't see any other comments yet.
Okay. I love that.
Those are good ones though, man.
Yeah, really good. I love this. I know, you guys, it's going out. Like, this is what's going out into the world because we're doing it. So the vibration is out there. Oh, this is the best. It's just the best. Okay, so health and wellness. Okay, I kind of went crazy on this one because I just thought of a million things. So I said healthcare for all, free or affordable. I didn't know what we should put.
I think I would say accessible to all, because there's still value to what folks are offering for health and wellness support, but maybe the value will look different. So I think it's not about being free or affordable, but being accessible.
Accessible with an I or an A, accessible.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Yes, I love it. Healthcare accessible for all. I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Okay, a focus on maintaining good health and vibrancy. And you'll notice I didn't put in here, rather than a focus on fixing sick people. I don't want that energy out there. I just want the energy of the focus on health.
Yeah, I'd love to put in there, healthcare includes body, mind, and spirit, not just the physical body. That we move away from this modern medicine premise of it's just a body, but that we really look holistically, at our health.
I love that. Okay, so should I say holistic healthcare?
Yeah, I mean that covers it. Yeah.
Okay, did I spell it wrong? Yes. Holistic healthcare of body, mind, and spirit. Yes. Okay, so here's another one. Food producers taking responsibility for providing the highest quality food for people. So when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about like McDonald's and this just crap that people are serving our people. Like, what if they said, we have got to stop doing this? We are now going to provide only good, healthy food for people. What? Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
It would be amazing. And I mean, they could really keep what they have, they could make the same stuff in a way, possibly, but make it in a better way so that it's not so inappropriate, not making people sick. Some
Yeah.
of them take responsibility of that. And then also the last one I put was biodiverse farming. I think that's so important because we've got the monoculture that is so destructive.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Save that one. Okay, guys, we're coming to the finish line. Okay, 2 left. Okay, authentic self and spirituality. All right, this is a good one. This is my favorite one when it comes to like when you do this for yourself, because it really you need to take a deep dive into how you really are and you really want to show up in the world. And so I thought people feel completely safe being who they are. All people recognize their personal relationship to source.
Oh God, that's so good. We got another comment for you to write down for the health and wellness for later.
Okay.
Through elevated vibrations, the elimination of disease.
Oh my gosh. Elevated vibration.
Elimination of disease. That's
Oh
good.
my gosh. Is that Eve again?
Yeah, she's rocking our participation right now.
I love it. Okay, I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I just want to throw out there, so there's going to be folks watching the replay, of course. If you guys are on the replay, please comment on this YouTube, comment on MeWe. We'd love to continue to get your ideas. I'd love to be able to do that. So
No doubt. And make these crazy little memes to post and just include in their vision, #vision for the planet, and just put up pictures or ideas, anything you can think of. And it doesn't even have to be specific to one of these categories. It can be anything, just as grandiose as you can imagine. Yes, thank you, thank you. All right, what else about this one?
authentic self and spirituality. Oh man, you really covered it, because that recognizer, I think, that there's the oneness, oneness, unity, unification. Like, it doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter anything. It just matters that we're all connected.
Oneness, connect. How about recognizing? Okay, I'll get that right.
Yeah, recognizing oneness. That's good.
Recognizing oneness, unity, connectedness. Oh, yes, absolutely. That's just the best. I think I hear a lot, or there's something that plays in my head that says something about religion falls away. But to what we are is what I hear. Religion falls away to what we are. But I don't really necessarily think that it needs to fall away as a thing that people participate in, because I can see how religion, if the way people celebrate actually is turning them into and helping people listen to their inner voice, rather than saying, hey, you've got to confess to a priest in order to be forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
I could see how even the Catholic Church would say, or you can ask God to forgive you and just talk to him. I mean, it could be the same religion. I don't know why it would have to be a different religion, or we can't do that because we've never done that before.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened to me. I used to say the Catholic prayers every night to go to bed. And then God said to me one day, or you can just talk to me. And I thought, oh my God, right. And it doesn't mean religion has to go away, because there's so much beautiful tradition in religion. There's so much community. There's so many good things that happen, but we just need to know that it's not there doesn't have to be an intermediary between us and God. And that's something that I think is so, so important people know. And I believe that it's getting out. Like, the more spiritualistic conversation we have, the more people know that. Because that's really what it's all about. Okay, I love that one. All right, Eve, you have any comments about this one?
We'll see if she pops them up here. Not seeing any yet, but there's a little delay, so
Okay. Okay, I'll write them down if we get some. And I'll move on to the next because the next one's our last, which is awesome.
Okay.
Okay, our last category is children and creativity. Another one that's a little bit weird. Like, how do you lump these things together? Okay, so what it is kind of what you leave behind. So, when you're creative and you write a book, or you're creative when you write a song or a poem, those are things, kind of things you're leaving behind. You're creating and you're like a legacy. And so I guess this is the area of legacy. But I wrote blessed population of children who can build new systems because I really need this to happen. We really need it to happen.
Yes, we do. Oh my
Who
God.
are, yes, who are wanted and raised with love. And then I wrote creative solutions to cleaning the planet. But what does it make you think of when you read this? Like, what would you see in this category?
You know what? Like that our children have a sustainable future.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Enough said there for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is exactly right. That's just the most important part.
It really is.
And that there is a future. Good Lord.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, should we just say that we've got some good stuff?
Yes, I like it. I
Okay,
like
perfect.
it a lot.
Okay, good. All right. So, kind of just okay. So now the idea of what do we do now? So I'm going to post these must-haves, GPS coordinates for the future on on Instagram, and they'll show up on Vision for a New Planet. I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can so that they all line up in this perfect matrix. Um, and then I have co-creating a new Earth on mine. That's where I'm going to post. But I want you guys to like look at it, see it, share it, but also post your ideas on the hashtag Vision for Our Planet. Like, the more information we get out in any way is going to be so important. And then one of the greatest things is I want you to watch for miracles and changes. So, if you've been doing this work, most of the people on this summit have already been doing this great work of intentional living, heart-based living. And that miracles happen every day. And so when we open ourselves to this, when we put this stuff out there, like when you do your own vision board and you say, I want this, and this, you start seeing things like line up to make that happen. It's like the universe just needs information. And once you give it information, the universe is like, oh yeah, here's more of that. So you got to give it the right information. Because if you're saying, oh, I wish I wasn't so fat, I need to lose 10 pounds. The universe is going to be say, hey, here's what you are constantly in a space of losing 10 pounds. Don't let that happen. You need to just constantly be thinking in the positive about what you want life to look like for you and again for the planet. Okay, so my sixth step of my 6 steps to a future beyond your imagination is really about, and I want you to do this, like now that we've come up with this information, like what can you do? You can pray, you can meditate about it. Ask in a meditation to be shown the perfect world and what does that look like? Or even just look and notice what is perfect about our world right now. That'd be good too. Set intentions. Here's okay, so I have this friend named Marsha, and she just like jumped out of a very big corporate job at one point because she just couldn't take it any longer. And I kept thinking, oh, we need people in corporate. We need heart-based people in corporate. Well, she was out for about a year and a half and tried to, did everything spiritual she possibly could and really, really grew and changed. And then, you guys, she decided to go back to corporate. And every day she goes to work and sets an intention. So her intention might be something like, so all people can have a job that makes them feel abundant or grateful. I mean, like these huge, giant intentions as she's walking into her corporate job, because it makes her feel better about what she's doing. I just think that's a great idea. Okay, I also want you to find out who's doing it right and spend your money with them and you may have to spend a little bit more money, but it's way better to buy half as much and spend the money, maybe more money buying from the right people. It matters. That matters. Please, please, please do that. Ask the questions like this. Why are you producing something that is wasteful and intended to fail? We know that happens every day. I mean, phones, hello, phones, I know we want it to be constantly improved, but they've got a schedule they have a schedule. Here are the next 10 years of phone changes. They could probably make all those changes at once, but they do it in incremental sections so that we have to buy this one and this one and this one and then throw the other ones out. So that's a good question to ask. Here's another one. Why are you making food and beverages that are making our people unhealthy? Hello, why? We need to ask these questions and do something about it, because it's ridiculous that we've got companies making decisions about this stuff. So the more we bring up these topics, the more we're going to change that vision for our planet. So that said, I am pretty much done. I don't know if Lisa wanted to come back and make any comments, but please, please, it's hashtag vision for our planet. Did you have anything else you wanted to say, Lisa?
I just think this is great. And I think that this is something in my head that we need to do more than once. And so we'll talk about that offline, but just for everybody listening on the replay, like look for updates coming from Buddhist Biohacker and Oho about some upcoming working sessions, because I think that working on the vision board as a group is really fun. Like this was really fun today. So thank you so much for all of this, and thank you for the participation out there too.
Yes, thank you so much. Oh, and Lisa, yay. I mean,
Oh, wait, we have another comment too that popped up.
Okay.
Encourage children's connection to source and full expression.
Oh my gosh. Okay. To source and full expression. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, perfect. I've got those down. I'll add them in, and then I'll post our vision board for the planet.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Great. Thank you. Well, you know what? Normally we do the must-haves, and then we do an intention statement that includes kind of everything and wraps it all together, even though these actually look like that because they're phrased in the way that we already have it. Because they need to, that's really an important part of it. Like you want it to be phrased in the way that, thank you, this is the way it already is. And I feel like we've done that somewhat, but it could be the next round we add images, or we could, or just do it again and have more people participate. Oh my gosh, think about it. Every couple of months we can have it cycle through a new vision.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Thank you so much. This was so good.
It was so fun. Thank you. And I will see you on Saturday at 9 for my sustainability lecture.
Yes, I'm excited for that too. And we have one more presentation coming up in 1 hour with Alejandra. And she's talking about Reiki, mixing it with Tamiana. I'm really interested in what she's talking about with her energetic modalities. So I'm really excited about that. So
nice.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye. I love you.
Bye.